What's going on YouTube? wizkids here, bringing you another mini painting video. In today's video, we do have the Discord community voted miniatures, and it was 3 options. It was a red cap, an ogre zombie, and elf fighters. Elf fighters won, so let me go ahead and show those off real quick. So we have 2 female elf fighters. These are from the Pathfinder Battle series. But they also work in D&D, which is why I'll get some of them every now and then. I think they're really cool. So this is the first one that we are going to paint. So just wanted to show it off. Really cool shield. Wish you could see the design on it, which you should be able to once I get that painted. Nice texture on the cloak, cape. I don't know. It's like a skirt with no front. I don't actually know what those are called. The only thing weird about this is her hair has the same texture as her cape cloak thing. Really cool swords. I'll just show this one off real quick here. We'll talk more about her when we go to paint her. But the focus currently will be on the one with the sword and shield. Now, the colors. For her main armor color, we are going to go with the Duergar Metal. I know, Duergar Metal, an elf, but I really like this color, as you can tell from the cap here. Next, we are going to my favorite leather color, rigid leather. That's going to be for her boots and kind of her arm pieces, as well as her straps on her shield, and a few other colors, and her pants. Then we're going to move on to just Vallejo Silver, which will be her sword and her shield. Next, we're going to move to Reaper's Woodstained Brown, and that is going to do her capey cloaky thing, because I wanted it to be a different brown than her, what do you call it, her pants and stuff. I wanted it to stick out and not look leathery. So, Woodstained Brown. It'll be a nice dark brown color. Then we're going to use Army Painter's Tainted Gold to do the accents on her armor, the hilt of her sword. She has a headband thing on, as well as some accents on her boots and lower mid-region chest piece, or waist piece, I guess. Her skin color, we are going to make her amber skin, and then we're going to finish her off with a nice Vallejo Dead White for the hair and eyes. So, that is enough chit-chat. Let's get to paint. Okay guys, we got the first elf finish. She is sitting off to the side drying. This is our second elf. Also just want to say, if you notice it's not as bright behind me, that's because my lights on my bookshelf went out again. This is like the second time that's happened, which is really unfortunate because I like those lights in there. Not expensive, but I decided to buy an expensive set, so hopefully they don't go out this time. They're supposed to be Bluetooth. I don't really know what that means. So yeah, I guess we'll see if they work any better. But now let's talk about the actual figure here. So this is another elf fighter. She has a little torch. Just kind of walking, more of a like exploration, I guess, pose rather than the more defensive stance of the last one. So I don't know. She's also less armored. Let me see. If I shut that off, that makes it there. You can see her a little better without the light blinding. Still dark, but you know. Now, for her skin tone, I'm going with the opal skin, but I'm going to add, and I haven't decided what I'm going to add. I'm going to add just like the slightest amount of dark paint. Probably maybe some of this driftwood brown, because it's a very light brown. But I don't know. We'll see. I haven't decided. Then the leathers, I'm going to switch over to leather brown instead of the rigid leather, because the rigid leather was really giving me fits on the other figure. It was like, I don't know if the paint's going bad because it's really not mixing up, whereas this one seems to be mixed up really well. Then for her armor, we're going with the Vallejo Silver. For her sword, we're going with the gunmetal. I want kind of like a contrast still instead of doing the same silver. I think it'd be nicer to have that. For, how do I say this? Her cloth? Yeah, cloth. There we go. So like here cloth, her leg cloth. Excuse me, my dinner is coming back to haunt me. I'm doing a bloody red from Vallejo, which I really like this color. And I think that'll be nice because her armor is going to be very bright silver, so that nice bright red will look good underneath of it. Then we're going to be doing the wood stained brown for the wood handle on her torch. Next, succubus red for the rest of her cloth. So this will be this skirt here, and then some of the details in the cloth there. That will come more apparent as I paint it. Then shield brown will be her hair color. Then driftwood brown I'm going to do for the dirt down below, like I did on the last elf, even though I'm pretty sure I originally was going to do it, I think, for the handle of the sword, but decided against that halfway through painting and then used it as the dirt, and it worked out just fine. And then for the flame of the torch, we're going to first use Vallejo Game Ink Yellow, and then the tips in the Vallejo Game Ink Red, because that usually gives a very nice fire effect. And that is enough talk. Let's get to painting. is going on, guys? We are back with the finished minis. Now, I think they turned out really well. I'm happy with them. I guess let's show them off. So here is the first fighter that we painted, nicknamed Veronica by my buddy Jake. I'm gonna have to turn this off so you guys can see it. Actually, just the white hair. Sorry, that's dark. Really see the detail in the shield after I added the shadow wash. Yeah, that's gonna murder us. If I bring just make myself dark. There we go. That looks a little better. I'll be dark. I don't care. See the purple. She had like a potion bottle, and I was like, that'd be cool if it like matched the purple I put on her sword and her shin guards. I felt like this one had a little more. It's weird. I feel like this one has. I don't want to say more color because that one's definitely more colorful, but I don't know. I think I like the colors better on this one than I did the other one. But This one, I will say, I painted on the ear. Because for some reason, the molding didn't take, so she's only got one ear. I guess I could have just left her with one ear. It would have looked like battle damage. That would have been kind of cool. And another thing, I don't know if there was supposed to be some sort of netting on her hair. And I was like, I don't know how to paint that and make it look like netting, so I was just like, screw it. It's all hair now. Because I'll show this off. This is just like the background thing to it. If you can see she's supposed to have an ear and an earring. You can see that. She's supposed to have something on her forehead. And I'm looking, I'm like, there's a color change there between the hair and whatever's on her head, but I couldn't see it in the sculpt, so I'm like, I don't know how to paint. Same with this. She had some sort of necklace on, but it's definitely not on this sculpt, so. Alright, we'll pop her off here and we'll check out the other one, nicknamed Jamie Lynn by my buddy Jake. He likes to name my miniatures. So we went with a lighter skin tone on her that I did darken a little bit. I actually ended up using the skin tone I used for Veronica for Jamie Lynn. Those are some killer elf names. I really enjoy when I was painting her. I painted the lighter red first, and I was like, oh man, this figure's gonna be really bright. But then I added the, which I think, I was gonna say we could probably angle that. There we go. You can see her a little better at that light. This is like right in my face. But that's okay, you don't need to see me. You're here for the figure. But yeah, I thought it was going to be way too colorful, and I was like, oh. But then when I added that succubus red, which is more of like a pinkish, purplish red, and then threw on the shadow wash, I really enjoyed the darkness of the reds compared to the lightness of the silver. That is one thing. That Vallejo silver is some really light silver. Sometimes I can't even tell if the only way I can tell it between the primer is, oh, it's shiny and not shiny. So I really have to pay attention because I missed a few pieces of armor on her and had to touch them back up. Whereas, excuse me, like this gunmetal silver here, you can tell that. But yeah, really happy with how she turned out. She's definitely more paladin looking in my opinion, because she's more heavily armored than the other one. But she also got the torch. And I feel like her figure is a little warped. I feel like it should be like standing up, but I can probably fix that with a heat gun. Probably should have did that before I painted it, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, those were the elf fighters voted on by the Discord community. If you guys would like to partake in the next Discord community vote for September, join the Discord. The link is down below. We do a lot of stuff, D&D related. There's some Pokemon related stuff. And yeah, we just chilled and talked about topics. We talked about the D&D movie trailer. We talked about other movies coming out. It's a good time. So join if you want, and you can vote on this. But I think that's about it for this one. So leave a thumbs up if you haven't already, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.